I'm going to go ahead and start then. Okay, guys, I'm really excited to be here right now with my wife, Patty Later.
Hi,
And
everyone.
I've got to do one more thing here to my control panel. Um, so what the agenda is today is I'm going to talk about uh, how you can earn anywhere from $4,000 to $11,000 a month in internet marketing. And you know, guys, it doesn't matter whether you're doing internet marketing within your own company or whether you're in my company. This is value that's going to help you in most businesses, but particularly in internet marketing. So I want to give you as much value as I possibly can right here. It's going to be about an hour training here. And I'm basically going to talk about 3 specific things that you could do from home to help you earn anywhere from $4,000 to $11,000. This is not going to be a pitch fest in any way. I just want to give you complete value for any business that you might be in, particularly internet marketing. And just to give you an idea, the reason why I feel qualified for this is because I have been able to earn between $4,000 and $5,000 a month, and my highest month so far has been $11,000. Where we left off before, basically internet marketing and especially affiliate internet marketing has really made a huge difference for us. So I'm going to share with you some information that's going to be critically important. There's a possibility I may redo this hangout at a different time to catch the people who had to leave early, or who wasn't able to stay on, or got lost, or what may have happened. It's about 20 after, and it took us about 15 minutes to get through that that glitch over there. So anyway, let me get going here. What I'm going to talk about, I'm going to go to a PowerPoint right now, and like I said before, I'm going to talk about 3 things, 3 basic marketing things that have really propelled our business and has taken us from in a situation where we were basically in poverty, near poverty, and been able to get us to the point where we were making anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 a month. And so far, our highest month has been $11,100. So this really has made a difference. So, I'm going to show you some things right now that we've been able to do that has taken us to this point so far. Okay, now. So I'm gonna switch over to a PowerPoint right now, and we're gonna talk about those 3 things right now. So let's switch over to PowerPoint. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so anyway, how I earned $4,000 to $11,000 per month in internet marketing. My average has been around $4,000 to $5,000 a month, and like I said, our highest month has been $11,000. Actually, it's about $11,100 altogether. So this is what I want to talk about first. When it comes to marketing, there's an order in which we want to do things. Okay, and here it goes right here. This is the order that is very important to follow in your marketing. It's a mindset, and then lead generation, then conversions, okay? And it really needs to go in that order. And the reason why is because your mindset, your prosperity development mindset and personal development shines through in your marketing, okay? So it absolutely has to come through, okay? Even when there's glitches like this that we've had, you just move forward. Now, you guys, you'll probably notice that I've been fighting a cold lately, just this last couple of days, I'm sorry. And so I don't have my full voice with me. If I run and get a drink of water or something like that, you'll know why. I have a bathroom real close by. I could get a drink if I have to, but make sure to stay with me all the way to the end, okay? Because I'm going to give you some powerful stuff, especially at the end, that's going to make all the difference in the world in your marketing, okay? And like I said, this is not going to be a pitch fest in any way. This is just to give you value right from the get-go, whether you're in my team, in my business, or whether you're in any internet marketing venture, or if you're just thinking about doing stuff from home. This is the order that you need to go in: is mindset, lead generation, and then conversions. A lot of people will leave out the mindset, and I got to tell you, you got to have it, okay? If you talk to any any significant leader in this industry, anyone who is basically rich, they will all tell you that mindset is so critically important. There's a certain kind of a mental toughness that's required, okay? Sales is a transference of emotion. And that emotion is felt on the other end. It's felt in your emails. It's felt in your videos. It's felt in your blogs. It's felt everywhere. So it's very important that the mindset is straight, okay? That it's solid, okay? And there's a lot of things you can do to help yourself out. So whenever I talk about marketing, I always talk about mindset, okay? Now I'm going to talk about some things first. I'm going to get into some traffic generation strategies here in a minute, but I want to talk about some things that are critically important that lead up to your traffic strategies, okay? Okay, so the first one right here is vision, okay? Vision. And you can see that everything is encompassed around your vision. Now I'm going to go to the next one here. So, for example, whatever business that you are in, whatever company you're in, or if you are just trying to make money from home, it's very important that you have a long-term vision. Now, for example, in my team, okay, right now I got to tell you guys, those of you who are in my team listening in on this, my vision right now is to have 500 people earning $4,000 a month or more. Now, why did I pick $4,000? The reason why I picked $4,000 is because that's where everything really started to change for me. I mean, it was kind of nice to get an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month, but by my third month, I actually hit about $4,300, and I've been able to consistently make that. You know, I've had ups and downs, but it's been on an average of about $4,000 to $5,000 a month. So anyway, when I hit that 4,000 mark, which was about my 3.5 months into it, it really made all the difference in the world. It took a great burden off my shoulders, okay? Yeah, I had to work hard to get to that point. You will have to work hard. But I'll tell you, it took such a financial burden off of me, I really can't explain how that felt. It was just a great feeling. I was able to go to ball games I couldn't before. I was able to do things I never was able to afford to do. Took my dad to a basketball game, several basketball games with the Utah Jazz with my boys and my dad. And in fact, I got my dad like 7th row tickets last year, and something that we never had been able to afford to do, even when I was growing up, okay? But I've been able to do it with this business. And you can see what my vision is. That's the reason why I'm so passionate about helping my team reach this point. I'm going to have 500 people earning $4,000 a month or more, 200 people earning $8,000 a month or more, 100 people earning $10,000 a month or more, 25 earning $20,000, 10 people earning $30,000, and that's my my shorter term vision. I mean, it's going to take us a year or so to do that, but that is my vision, at least for this year, okay? And my other vision for you guys, those of you who are on my team, is to have 800 or plus people break free from their JOBs. You know what JOB is, don't you? Just over broke. That's about what most employers pay is money that's just over broke. So anyway, that's the vision for my team, okay? And those of you who are my team members, I want to ask yourself, which one of those are you going to be? You know, how many of you are going to be at $4,000 a month within the next few months? How many of you are going to hit $8,000 or $10,000? So, guys, this is absolutely doable. So, very important that you have a vision, whatever business that you're in. Now, the next thing that I want to show you is this. It'll take a second to get here. It's about dream. I really like this quote from Walt Disney. All of our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them. If we have the courage to pursue them, and it does take courage. What it requires sometimes is doing things that you really don't want to do. You know, and somebody once told me, he said, and this was a multimillionaire, he said, and it all comes down to this. He said, successful people do the things that unsuccessful people don't like to do. That's where the rubber meets the road, guys. Sometimes you have to do stuff and have the courage to move forward when you don't see, the end in sight. Sometimes it takes faith to to make a decision in a business that without even knowing how the end's going to turn out, but you still go with your dream and move forward. Okay, now this is what I want you to do right now. It's very important to nail down a dream. Now, it does, again, all of this stuff comes before marketing, okay? And to tell you the truth, guys, it is part of marketing because this shines through in your marketing. So what I want you to do is when you get off of this webinar, I want you to do some brainstorming and write down the question right now that you see on your screen. What is your dream? What is your dream? Get very crystal clear about what that is, okay? Now, because of time constraints, we don't have time to stop now, especially with the hiccups that we had earlier, but get crystal clear on your dream, okay? And write it out with, a couple of pages long if you have to, okay? But get crystal clear on what your dream is. Decide what kind of money you want to make on a monthly basis. What kind of car do you want? What kind of home do you want? What do you want? Do you want to go on vacations? Do you want to go on camp house? Do you want to go to ball games? Do you want to have nicer clothes? Do you want to, do you want to save a certain amount of money for retirement? Get very, very clear. One of my dreams for doing this business is that I want a real good retirement, and it's absolutely possible in this business. Now, what I want you to do next is, this is the one that I do want to spend about a minute or so on. Number 2 there is, how much money per month do you want to earn? Now, if you should be able to reply immediately on that question, okay, without even wavering. If you're not quite sure what that is, then you need to get more clear. So I'm going to ask you right now to get very clear on this money amount, okay? Decide, what you need to survive, but more than that, let's dream a little bit. I mean, so it's really important to dream big. Think about an archer for a second. An archer always aims much higher than the target is, and he has to do that in order to hit the target. So don't be afraid to aim high here. Whether that's $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 or $20,000 a month, you need to write down on a sheet of paper. I'd like you to do that right now. In fact, as we go through this, I'm going to encourage you to take out a sheet of paper and a pen and take copious notes on what I'm talking about right here, because this stuff works, okay? So I'm going to be quiet for about a minute as you write down the dollar amount of money that you want to earn. Let's think about that for a second, okay? 1 minute. Only you can decide on the money amount. What I kind of get taken back by sometimes is that I'll talk to somebody on the phone and they'll say, well, I only wanted or need to earn an extra $500 a month or an extra $1,000 a month, and they're really limiting themselves. Think high, okay? Think big. I think a fair amount to start out with for somebody who's brand new in the business is probably $5,000 a month. Once we get you to $5,000 a month, then we can get you to $8,000 and then $10,000. Sorry about that. Okay, now I'm going to go forward. Now, what date are you going to achieve that? You probably already saw that. Very important to set a date. Now, let me explain something right here. And this comes from a multi-million dollar earner who is a pro at this, okay? He says that if you don't quite hit your goal, let's say that you have a date of 3 months from now, and I always believe in setting 3-month goals. Let's suppose that you have a date 3 months from now. And let's suppose you want to earn $20,000 by your 3rd month, okay? And this is what he says is, it doesn't, whether you meet it or not is not the issue. He says if you don't hit that $20,000 by your 3rd month, don't lower that goal. Dream big, okay? Keep it there, but change your date. There's nothing wrong with changing a date. Do everything you can on a daily basis to hit that goal. Now, what's going to make this a little bit easier is to to set a daily goal, a daily money goal. Okay, so take that monthly goal, whatever that is, whether it's 5 or 10 or 15, $20,000 or whatever, and divide that by let's say 30. Okay, and break that down. Okay. If you have a calculator, do that now, or maybe do it later. But that'll make it easier because the daily goal is so much more believable. Okay, and if you have that idea of hitting this daily goal, it's going to be a lot easier and a lot more realistic to hit. Now, so decide on a date and how much money you're going to earn, and it's very important that you get crystal clear on that amount. Now. Let's go to the next slide here. It's a little bit slow in going here. Oh, sorry about that. I got to the wrong one here. Now, so what is your dream? Get crystal clear. Again, write that on a sheet of paper. Let's do this after we get done with this particular webinar. But what is your dream? Get very crystal clear. You may want to write down everything that you're thinking about whether it's a house, dollar amount, cars, retirement, what you want to do when you're financially free. I can share with you my dreams, but what's more important is that you guys have a dream. I believe you could achieve your dream. Okay, I absolutely believe that because I've been able to do it, guys. I don't pretend to be any superhuman person at all. In fact, it took me years to get through college. I'm just an average guy that knows how to work really hard, and I know how to be very persistent, and I know how to dream, and it's gotten me through, okay? And it's gotten me more than through. It's pretty cool when you hit 11,000 in 1 month. So anyway, what is your dream, okay? And be very crystal clear on that dream. Make it a couple pages long if you have to. The more clear that is, the more effective you're going to be. Now, how much money per month do you want to earn? We already talked about that, and what is the date? Now, go on to the next one here. Now, the next one is this. What is your why? Okay, what is your why? It's very important to establish your why right at first. In other words, why are you doing this business? Or why do you want to have a stay-at-home income? Okay. Why do you want to have a business of your own? Whatever that is. Maybe you don't like your job, or maybe you like your job and maybe it doesn't pay well. I love teaching at a college, I really do. But my why is that there's no retirement in it and it doesn't pay enough. Okay, and I'd like to be able to maybe teach 1 day a week and be able to do my internet business full time. Right now I'm down to about half time in my job. But anyway, what is your why? Whether that's at retirement or being having a nicer house, maybe you want to bring your wife home and retire your wife. But anyway, what is your why? Now, if your dream and your why are big enough, the how will come. Okay, so again, we always talk about this before the traffic generation and all that, because guys, to tell you the truth, I've taught people exactly what they can do to make money, and the reality is that most people don't believe in themselves enough to follow through. And this is why you have to have a big why, a big dream, because this is going to carry you through when times get really tough. Now, the next one here, a little slow and going. Here we go, an iceberg. Now, why am I bringing this up? Picture an iceberg, how massive an iceberg is. And, the stuff at the top is the traffic and the marketing. As important as traffic is, I'm not going to minimize it, but if you look at an iceberg, 10 to 20% of the volume of the iceberg is what everybody sees. It's the stuff above the water, and it's the traffic, it's the marketing, it's the techniques and all of that, the how-tos. But below the water is what most people don't see. It's the personal development, the mindset training, your dreams, your goals, your vision, the stuff that we keep talking about here. That's why it's so very important to nail this down right now, before you even get involved with the traffic and the marketing, especially with the amount of work that you have to put in with free marketing. You can free yourself up. If you have a little bit of money, you can do paid advertising, but most of the paid advertising, as great as it is, it still needs to have it still requires conversion, okay? And that's where your personal development and mindset stuff comes in. We have people just in our company alone that are multimillionaires just by using these techniques right here, okay? And we have people doing paid strategies and free strategies, and they're still able to make $30 and $40 and $50,000 per month, okay? I did an interview with a leader about a month ago, and he's earned about $3 million just in our company, and this stuff he teaches more than anything. Even though he can tell you all about the traffic, he says traffic is easy, but it's the stuff below the water that most people don't see. In fact, most people are going to ignore it. They're going to think that it's not important. But I'll tell you guys, it shines through in your marketing, okay? Now, let's go to the next one here, the next slide. Now, how do you do that? How do you build the stuff under the iceberg, okay? The stuff that's going to move your traffic. It's going to move your business, this huge, giant, foundation under the water. This is how it happens, okay? We recommend 3 things. Listening to audio, reading books daily, and getting around other successful people, which includes events, okay? So listening to audio daily. I recommend one of the first audios to listen to is a person by the name of Earl Nightingale. He did an audio called The Strangest Secret many, many years ago, but boy, it is a powerful audio. In fact, you can listen to it on the internet. It's about a 35, 40-minute audio, and it's just, it's loaded with stuff that is going to help you with the stuff under the iceberg. Also, whatever company you are in, chances are, for example, if you're in a network marketing company, network marketing companies do a great job with personal development. Make sure to listen to those audios. And of course, those of you guys who are in our company, make sure to listen to the audios that are available. If you haven't purchased those, make sure to purchase them, okay? It is absolutely worth it. It is so essential to your marketing to have this stuff under the water taken care of, okay? And it's a daily thing, okay? Read books daily. Leaders are readers. Become a sponge, okay? Absolutely become a sponge. Now, here's a few authors that I recommend that you start out with. There's a lot of others besides just these, but these are the ones that I recommend. I've read all of these books. In fact, this last one was recommended to me, and that's going to be my next book, but I've read all of these other ones. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. In fact, anything by any of these authors is going to be phenomenal. T. Harv Eker, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Awesome book. Maxwell Maltz, Psycho-Cybernetics, talks about visualizing your success mechanism and moving forward to that and making it a subconscious thing. Of course, Think and Grow Rich is a standby. I've read that one 3 times now over again. Og Mandino, Greatest Salesman in the World. Actually, anything by Og Mandino, anything by any of these authors is going to be a great start, but these are the books that I'd recommend. Simon Sinek was recently recommended by a multimillionaire to me, and he said that this book he started out with, actually, and it made all the difference in the world. And again, I haven't read this yet, but it was recommended by a top leader in our company, so that's going to be my next book. So I'm reading every day, and I'm listening to audio every day. I spend time every single day in personal development, anywhere from a half an hour a day to an hour a day, but as much as I can get in. Obviously, I've got to get all my other stuff done. You can't spend all day long doing a personal development, but you can while you're in the car. You can listen to audio on the way to the grocery store or to doing your errands, or when you're working around the house. I'd be plugging in stuff into my ears, and I'm feeding my mind with positivity and prosperity development techniques and ideas that have been well proven. Excuse me. Now, Work on yourself. Here's the next one. Work on yourself just as much as your marketing, just as much. Selling is a transference of feelings, okay? And we're going to talk about that a little bit here, especially with traffic getting. I'm going to give you a couple of different traffic strategies that you can actually apply. So anyway, stick with me here to the end on this, but learn to sell without really selling, okay? Always lead with value. Give people more value than you do, pitching and pitching. That's where most marketers fail, is that they spend most of their time pitching. Well, people already know that you want them to join your deal. What they want is things that will solve their problems. Just like what we're doing right here is we're providing value to the marketplace, whether we're talking about our team or whether other people who might be listening to this. I hope that you benefit from this, and actually, more importantly, put this into action, okay? So learn to sell without selling. Always lead with value, okay? Now, provide more value than is expected. Now, again, I'll have to excuse my voice. I'm still fighting quite a cold. But anyway, if you feel good about yourself, others will feel it also. Again, selling is a transference of feeling. Forget about the old selling stuff. Give value, okay? Take care of yourself first, and then you could help others. Honesty, so it's like the old idea of saving a person who's drowning. They always teach that you have to save yourself first before you save a drowning person. Honesty and integrity are a must, okay? Be honest in all your dealings, okay? And that's a rule that I have in my own team. If a person isn't being honest, I'm going to ask them to leave. I don't care how much they're making. That you've got to be honest. Now, in the short term, yeah, you might get away with some stuff, but you guys know of people who have lost everything because they were being dishonest, and in the long run, their reputation goes to garbage, and it's just simply not right. So anyway, honesty and integrity, and put your stake in the ground, guys, in your own teams. Don't put up with any kind of negativity. Don't put up with any kind of dishonesty of any kind. In other words, don't say something like, don't say that you earn $20,000 a month if it's not true. At the beginning, you could use, stories of other people, and you could use their success, and you could kind of piggyback off of other successful people. You could talk about my success, or you could talk about other leaders' successes that have made, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. That's okay, but never lie about your income, okay? Now, next. Okay, the third one is attending events. Those of you who are in multi-level marketing companies, chances are they do have events. And so I would recommend that you go to these events. Breakthroughs happen at events. Are you willing to miss your breakthroughs? Surround yourself with other successful people. All of these things are possible at events. I've gone to the last 3 events that we've had in our company, and they've been phenomenal. I'm so glad I went to the last one, especially because I got to interview some top leaders in our particular company. One leader who's earned over $3 million in just 1 year. Okay, talk about belief level. Breakthroughs happen, and I went through a breakthrough at that last event. It was just phenomenal. I took 20 pages of notes. It was worth every cent that I spent to fly out there and get there. People will ask, which event should I go to? My answer is the next event. Okay, some of you guys may have seen my interviews with those leaders in our company, and that's an important thing too. Is take pictures and take videos with other leaders that you want to emulate, okay? And only emulate good leaders and good, honest leaders. Now, let's do the next. Oh, and surround yourself with other successful people. Let's go on to the next one now. Okay, thank you, Patty. I'm assuming we're still on the air. Is that right?
Yep.
Patty just brought me some hot herbal tea or something here because I've been fighting this cold. Thanks. Okay, we're almost done with this little slide thing. Then we're going to get right to some traffic strategies here. But this is so important. This under the water stuff is absolutely critical. It is part of your marketing. Some people say, well, don't tell me this, personal development stuff. I don't need it. I don't have time for it. The reality is that you have no choice, okay? It is a must. It really is a must. If you want to be successful in marketing, you've got to work on yourself on a daily basis, okay? It's a lifelong effort, okay? You don't ever want to let up on it. Some people will say, well, on Sunday, you know, I don't do stuff like this on Sunday. Well, read the Bible, okay? And so, but I consider that, you know, personal development. Totally acceptable, obviously. Great stuff in the Bible that could help you out in your personal life, obviously, and help build yourself. As a man thinketh is what James Allen wrote. That's another one I could have written on there. Read that book, As a Man Thinketh, from James Allen. He talks about the power of thought. Now, as you work on your mindset, your marketing becomes almost effortless. Don't allow any negativity in your life, okay? You have to believe that you can earn $10,000 a month before you can do it. You know, you can't just get there. You've got to absolutely believe in it and set short-term and long-term goals to get there, okay? You may have to set your stakes higher, maybe at $15,000 or $20,000, but do it, okay? Now, I'm going to do, and this is the attitude that I have, okay? And this is the attitude that I had at the very beginning, which allowed me to get to $4,300 by my third month. I'm going to do whatever I can from where I am with what I've got, okay? And when I started, like you heard before, I didn't have anything, okay? We were behind. We were in debt. We had to get help from our church to make it through, but I did everything I could to make this happen. And guys, it happened, and it's still happening. I don't claim that I've arrived in any way. I'm still shooting for $20,000 to $30,000 a month, but I know what it takes to get to $11,000 a month so far. That's why I feel confident to teach this, okay? But you have to do whatever you can. You have to give up certain things. You have to give up TV. You have to give up the news, and you have to give up all kinds of things in order to make it happen. But it's your dream that's at stake here, okay? And it's your family's future that's at stake here. Okay, you know, I don't want to have to live with my kids and my grandkids when I'm 80 or 90 years old. I don't want them to have to support me. That's no fun. I've got to do whatever I can from where I am with what I've got to reach my goal so that I can get there. Okay, and so do you. Now, next one here. Very, very important is consistency. This is my last slide here before I give you some marketing tips here. Excuse me. Consistency is so important. Consistency is far, far better than rare moments of greatness. Okay? Consistency. You're not going to be perfect at it, but you've got to do whatever you can from where you are with what you've got and move forward on a daily basis. The one thing that I'm glad I did is right from the beginning, I took action and I did income producing activities on a daily basis, in order to make this happen. Now, I'm going to share a couple things with you right now. You see here. I'm going to share with you a couple of different marketing strategies or traffic getting strategies that have worked for me. And pay close attention to this. I do have more detailed training on what I'm going to show you that's on my website, and I'll show you where that is when we're done here. Because of time, I'm not going to be able to get into every little detail here, but I do want to recommend a couple of things to you. First of all, let me show you YouTube here for a second. I like doing YouTube marketing, okay? Hopefully you can see that now. Just a second. I need to quickly blow my nose. See if you can find my face down there somewhere. This is actually the first page of YouTube. Sorry, I know that sounds really gross, blowing my nose, but again, if I were to let my cold decide if I should do a webinar or not, I wouldn't have done it. I don't feel like doing it because of my cold, but I believe in what I just taught you. I'm going to do whatever I can from where I am with what I've got. I'm going to give you value right now, whether I'm sick or not, okay? So anyway, just the food for thought. Now, you can see here, I'll look to the bottom here. You see this is number 1 here I'm on the first page. These other ones are kind of ghosted out. So I am on the first page on this product. And this is just one way of marketing. I'm not saying that this is the only way. There's a lot of other ways to market besides YouTube marketing, but obviously YouTube marketing works very well. And this is just one thing that I do. And you can see here that I've got Inbox Blueprint, and this is me. What this is this is a product that I'm doing a review on, okay? And this happens to be actually a pretty good product. And so what I do is I let people know about the product, and then I'll let them also know at the end. I'll say, you know, if it's a great product, I'll say it's a great product. If it's a mediocre product, I'll tell people that. If it's a bad one, I'll tell people. And so anyway, this happens to be a pretty good product. And what I did is I would give the review here. And let me just show you a couple things that I do if I can click into this, if it will let me. Hopefully you can see this.
Jack Later coming to you from my home here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And
hold on. Ooh, it's probably not going to. Oh, there it goes.
Jack Later coming to you from my home here.
So anyway, what I do is just want to show you a couple things here that helps me rank this on the first page of YouTube. Is this? Just a second here. I want to make sure we're still live here, aren't we? Okay. I put keywords, the name of the product, right here in the title. I tell them what it is. This is a true insider's review. I actually take people into the product itself. Okay, this is just one way of doing it. There's other times when I'm not able to put a person into the product itself, but in this one I do. And then if you'll notice here, if I click on show more, I have a description here, and I make sure to use my keywords, in this case the name of the product, Inbox Blueprint, several times here. I don't want to stuff it with the keyword, but also at the bottom, you don't see it here, but in my keyword section, when I upload this video to YouTube, I also put the comments, or I'm sorry, I also put the keywords in the comments. So the keyword has to be in the title, the description, and also the keywords. And then you can see that I've got a bunch of views on this, partly because I used the keywords correctly in here, but also because this was a popular product, and I'm going to show you. You will learn how to pick out products that are very popular. But anyway, just to show you that that's just one way to do a marketing. Now, what we do is I talk about the product, and then I will also talk about the advantages of my program. In fact, if this is a good product, I may say something like, you know, you can certainly use this product in any business. And the reality is that there's other products that you may have to purchase in addition to this to make your business go. But the reality is that there are free programs out there, free money-making programs, businesses that you could start for free. And that's where I come in, because I do have a business that a person can start for free. I also have another one that a person can start for very little as $25 a month, actually $45 with an affiliate fee in one of the businesses that I do. But anyway, you can start very little or zero money, and I talk about the advantages of that. I say, well, you could use definitely this product, if it's a good product, in any business, including my business. But in order to save you a lot of money with other products, check out this what I'm doing for free, okay? Or what I'm doing for a little, $25 to $49 a month, okay? So anyway, there's ways of segueing into your business, whatever it is. Okay, so that's what I do. Give people value right here at the beginning. I let them know what the product's all about, and then I piggyback into my own business. Now, I'm going to click out of there, and I want to show you one thing. Question is how do you find these products? Okay, again, this is just one technique. These are internet marketing products. Remember, what I'm doing here is I'm doing target marketing. So I'll pick up on products that are popular in internet marketing in our niche. Now, one thing that I do, this isn't the only place to go, but this is just one idea. I go to a place called jbnewswatch.com, and what it does is that it will list all of the product launches. These are internet marketing products that are launched on a daily basis. So what I will do is I will pick out one. Let me look at one here. See, this has 1,604 clicks. So this is a fairly popular product. In fact, I did a review on this product. But what I would do is I would start maybe a week or two before the product launches, because Google and YouTube, they do rank partly on first come, first serve. Not completely, but there is something to that. And there's less people to compete with at the beginning. So if you'll get a couple of weeks ahead of the other people that are doing similar marketing on the product itself, then it's just one other thing to get you ranked. And what you can do is, where do you get information about the product? Well, all you need to do is click on this JB Invite page here, and you can get some information. Now,